heels on the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in...
My husband Bragg was injured on May 29, 2012 in Afghanistan when his vehicle struck an IED. He suffered third-degree burns on 50% of his body, and he spent 4 months in the hospital, 2 of which were in the ICU.
When Allison called me about the accident, I knew she was going to need a lot of support. Here she was, 9 months pregnant, about to give birth to their baby, and her husband was suddenly in a hospital thousands of miles away. There are many programs out there for the wounded warrior, but almost nothing for the caregiver. We wondered, how are wounded warriors and their families supposed to heal if the very strength and foundation of their families were too depleted, overwhelmed, or exhausted to even function?
Being a caregiver is probably the hardest job. We are asking people who are not trained as therapists to basically take on our job.
There's no book on how to be a caregiver. You just get a phone call and you get on a plane and you come to see your service member and you have no idea what to expect.
Kate and I came up with the idea for Heels on the Ground. It's a long weekend where caregivers of wounded warriors can come rest, renew, and rejuvenate through the healing powers of yoga and meditation to go back and heal and take care of their wounded warrior.
There are many families here in San Antonio in the same situation as Allison and Bragg who need our help.
My husband got injured in Afghanistan in 2012.
Dan was injured November 29th, 2012.
And it was a suicide bomber, so he sustained multiple injuries. He had a traumatic brain injury as well. He needed help remembering what medication to take, when to take it.
He is an above-the-knee amputee, left leg. His right leg is severely damaged, and he had shrapnel injury to his eyes and forearm.
Since he was injured, I didn't really have much time to take care of myself because I have 2 little children. We'd go to appointments often.
He's had about 15 surgeries, so we started with the caring for his wound, watching the staples, driving him to his appointments, driving him to the hospital. It's just entirely time-consuming, and of course I do it lovingly. But physically, it is draining.
And it's hard to find time for yourself. And I think that's something a person really needs. To be better at taking care of someone else, you first need to take care of yourself.
If I go for a 20-minute walk, all I'm doing is prioritizing in my head the next 3 days, and it's just completely overwhelming. So I'll hurry up and get back to the office, and I'll just get on the computer and start working. It's just non-ending.
Things start to calm down a little bit, and then that's when everything starts setting in. You know, the reality of your life is not going to be what it was before.
This is your new normal. That old life that some caregivers want to go back to, it's not there anymore. This is your new life.
When you bring these women together, this positive energy can help them to build strength and courage and continue on through their process as a caregiver.
We decided on a holistic approach where caregivers could learn tools like yoga, meditation, stress management, healthy eating, and also, more importantly, to be together to talk about their experiences together and share experiences with someone who's been through what they've been through. All these methods are proven healing methods for trauma, and they ease anxiety and depression.
This is our first fundraising event, and with your help, we hope to fundraise $50,000, which will fully fund our first retreat.
Your donation will directly impact caregivers caring for our wounded soldiers.
We hope in the future to conduct 5 to 6 retreats a year and continue to bring these women back as they go on their journey and transform through the power of yoga and meditation. We have been working on this project for 1 year, and we hope to launch our first retreat this summer of 2014.
Thank you so much for listening, and we really hope you decide to become a patron for our cause.
Well, old Sloppy Molly is over there live, and I'm sure everyone is over there hanging on bated breath to every little word that Trainwreck has to say. I'm sure everyone is just hanging on and just, what is that Trainwreck gonna say today? I've gotta be there. I just can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I've gotta know. I've gotta know. I've gotta know. Well, I couldn't wait her out, people, because I too have got things to do after this stream. So sometimes you just gotta go live. Sometimes you just gotta go live and get your stuff out of the way. You can't wait. You can't wait these people out. These people just go on and 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 on. All right, a blank slate is in the house. Hello, blank. Well, why do they get involved with anything that they do? That's just who they are. Hashtag tragedy pimps. Well. Tragedy pimps. Are they really tragedy pimps, or are they just the tragedy whores? They just might be the tragedy whores. You know what I mean? YouTube might actually be the pimp. I just put it out.
From JLR, yes, we don't really care. We've got Joey. Thank you for that information, but at this point, we are going to we're going to have it handled a different way, and he can do whatever he wants. I've already told him he can no longer use me for his content. If he chooses to continue to stream my stuff, it's just going to be, he's going to have a lot to deal with. He thinks it's funny now, but I'm done. I don't really care for him. I blocked him, and he's still coming here. He's still harassing me. He's still stealing my stuff. He's still stealing my brand, and he's still profiting off of it. So he will have, at some point, maybe not today, but it will be coming. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
She doesn't give a shit. You fucking started. You fucking finished it,
That's
Betty.
right. You take it to the end.
You
That's
little pussy.
something. I don't.
What is this? Bullhorn says you're wanting back in with them. True? And I wrote, never. I don't know where those lies are coming from. I asked JLR last week if he was down there, and he said no. I actually talked about that days ago. No, sweetheart. Bullhorn Betty, whatever you can do, I can do 100 times better. Aw. Let me recommend you to go back. Listen, Kelly, I don't have time. I don't have that kind of time to just sit on YouTube and Bullhorn. What do you mean she's after Dolly? Dude, she does everything fucking wrong. Bullhorn, if you want some advice from someone that gives really advice, get your life together. I don't think YouTube is for you. What makes you happy is your little TikTok thing for kids. Go do that. Or get a real job. There's nothing wrong. They're hiring everywhere. I don't need in with you. I already got people to replace heels on the ground. And none of them are bums. they can actually afford a chair. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I slandering you? Get the fuck out of here. She wants my fucking help for that other dude. I'm getting my foot up. That I want in. Get the fuck out of here. It's all lies. Now, let's listen. Yeah, JLR will be fine on his own. Let JLR deal with them and all that shit. Listen, JLR is not stupid. I've seen her and him go at it.
I'm still there. Dolly's still there. Cher. Who else? House of Williams. I still don't know quite how House of Williams got involved.
I will be on a plane. Bullhorn Betty, Chronicles of Olivia, Justice for All, House of Williams, Dolly Vision will all be out there. Our big white asses will be like, justice.
Facing the court of law. When you're dealing with Andra, when you're dealing with heels on the ground, you don't get a pass. You don't get this innocent till proven guilty bullshit.
Sloppy Molly. How disgusting. This is the person, people. This is the person that people support. This is your life coach. This is your life coach, people.
His name is Jonathan Lee Riches. He's a convicted felon who served 10 years in prison, impersonated a Sandy Hook family member. The list goes on. He may look familiar to you because of his Disney protest. But let's take a stroll down memory lane and see some of the things that he's done over the years before his dedication for Donald Trump came to be. As you can see, Mr. Riches has such an extensive length of criminal history. He has an entire Reddit section about him. Do pause to read. He was released from prison on April 30th, 2012, which he left prison and then proceeded to drive to Connecticut and impersonate the uncle of Adam Lanza, who was the school shooter of Sandy Hook. And let's not forget that he was raising money for Travis McMichael to be released from prison because him and his father were innocent. That makes me wonder if the money even got there. During his time in prison, he pretended to be a lawyer and sued a number of people, including Bill Belichick, Bush Sr., Janet Reno, all for very frivolous, nonsensical bullshit to clog up our court system. Pause to read the vast amount of lawsuits he's filed over the years. There are a lot of fraudulent lawsuits, but this one against Gabby Giffords really takes the cake. In July of 2018, Riches was indicted after he filed a malicious lawsuit against Gabrielle Giffords, posing as the man who shot her in the face, Jared Lee Lautner.
You know, so I try my best to keep my cool, really, because I ain't smacked the shit out of the lady yet. You know what I'm saying? And if I really wanted to, I could have.
triggered to these kind of things, this may not be for you. Or maybe come back and try it, at a different time. I have kind of edited some photos so where we could see some photos better of the underwater video. And I was able to even get a closer picture of Kylie in there.
By the way, if anybody wants to go check out my wish list over there, the holidays are among us, people. The holidays are among us. If you want to go check out my wish list and send a little something through Amazon, listen, I love when Amazon truck shows up, okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And of course, we have my Cash App, my Venmo, and my Super Chats.
Scammers will prey on your hopes and your fears. And if you hope you can help someone who's harmed, they're going to try to get you to give money, often in ways that they're going to take your money and they're not going to use it appropriately. So our key message, do your homework.
What can we do to avoid falling for a scam if we do want to give a donation?
The first rule of thumb is don't give a donation right away. Scammers will often use pressure tactics. We need your money right now. Please make this donation right now. Can I have your credit card? Someone calls you up or you see a social media post or an email, don't give them your credit card information. Instead, do your homework, go to a site like Charity Navigator, and you can see how charities are rated. Are they legitimate? Are they illegitimate? Does 90% of the money go to administrative cost, or does it go to people who are hurting? By doing that homework first, you can prevent having your hard-earned money go to the wrong place. Startup is absolutely essential. When we talk to people who've been victimized by scammers, there's a consistent theme. They let down their guard. They made a decision quickly because they were afraid or because they were excited and hopeful. Do not make that decision on the spot. Whatever the occasion is, you can always say, let me do my homework first, I'll think about it. There's scammers who come out of the woodwork trying to get your hard-earned money. It's incumbent on all of us to spread the word. Do not give in and quickly give money to some organization that you don't know exactly who it is.
No, you threw me out of heels on the ground.
I didn't throw you out of heels on the ground. Heels on the ground only exists when we're all together. We weren't together.
By the way, to set something straight, heels on the ground, what my husband applied for, it was already taken.
Oh.
By another charity. That's the truth. That's why it was never.
Gotcha.
That's why it never came back. You can look it up.
Yeah.
So I got a stupid check for like $275 or $80. It's if you look it up, it's already a taken charity.
Yeah.
Or something like that, or an EIN. That's all
Gotcha.
it was. It wasn't like some scam.
No. It was actually something that we were talking about, and we were trying to put the wheels in motion and just.
This is the way a lot of people on YouTube are. They're not good people. They're not in a lot of things for the right reasons. And sometimes these people, we don't understand why they act the way they do. We don't understand why they say the things they say. When I come across these people, it's a reminder that evil does exist and people can be very, very cruel.